CNN just aired new video showing Floyd Mayweather leaving the country late last night, shortly after federal agents raided his home. Just yesterday, Homeland Security agents raided Floyd Mayweather's homes in both Miami and Las Vegas. The raids are linked to allegations that he was involved in fraudulent and scam-related activities. Although several of Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s employees, friends, and family were at the homes during the raids, Mayweather himself was missing. Federal agents have been actively trying to track him down, which is what led them to his Miami residence, but once again, he wasn't there. According to an anonymous source, the raid on Floyd Mayweather's home was part of an ongoing federal investigation into fraudulent properties he had been bragging about. Agents reportedly found fake documents and false ownership papers linked to some of those assets. The bigger issue, according to the witness, is Mayweather's massive debt, including unpaid taxes, money owed to car dealerships across the country, and outstanding balances with various jewelry and fashion stores.
Now I'm here to talk to the people about one of my jewelers. And it's not one of my new jewelers, one of my low-key jewelers, Tony, at Pasha in Manhattan Beach, California. You guys need to come check him out. Now today, let me show you guys what I purchased from Tony. Tony, matter of fact, I don't even tell him, you tell him.
We got a little rose gold sky dweller, chocolate dial, 40 karat pear shape, 1 carat each, tennis bracelet, only from the best of the champ.
Now when you guys come here, if you...
The source also revealed that Floyd Mayweather had signed multiple high-value contracts and endorsement deals, worth millions, without holding up his end of the bargain. The witness added, Floyd owes a lot of money, and at this point, the only way to recover it is by seizing some of his properties and getting the fake certificates he's been using as collateral to secure funds. When federal agents arrived at his Miami home, they were hoping to find him there. But once again, he was nowhere to be seen. Frustrated, they searched the property thoroughly and left with several items, including jewelry and key documents they believe he'll eventually try to retrieve. Not long after the raid, reports and video footage surfaced showing Mayweather boarding his private jet and leaving the country. Mayweather's travel destination stirred up even more controversy. He had posted a photo on Instagram claiming he was heading to China, but after digging deeper, federal agents discovered through airport records that he was actually flying to Dubai. This raised eyebrows, especially since he was involved in a separate controversy in Dubai around the same time last year. In his social media post, Mayweather shared several photos at the airport and inside his private jet. He tried to throw people off by falsely claiming he was being paid big money just to travel and enjoy life abroad. The caption made it seem like he was part of a high-profile paid trip, a move that sources believe was meant to mislead fans and authorities about where he was really going.
Check it out. So coming down here, look at the color up top. Time me to go to bed. Time me to go to bed. See you guys in the land.
In an Instagram post, Mayweather claimed to be in Beijing, China, visiting the Great Wall, a place he said had always been on his travel bucket list. He mentioned traveling with a group of 23 people and said he was paid $3 million just to visit and vacation in luxury for a few days. He went on to boast about how his wealth changes everything, from how he moves, to how he dresses, to how he lives. However, despite the flashy post, it's now confirmed by Homeland Security agents that Floyd is actually in Dubai, not China. In one of the photos, he's seen carrying a giant Birkin bag, a luxury item that can cost upwards of $80,000, just another display of his extravagant lifestyle amid ongoing investigations.
So, y'all gotta know the difference between a hack bag.
There's no telling how much the rest of Mayweather's outfit cost, but as always, he continues pushing the idea that money is never a problem for him. However, beyond what federal agents are investigating on their own, one of his former employees, who chose to remain anonymous, shared more insight into why Floyd may have really gone to Dubai. According to the source, Mayweather is still dealing with unresolved issues with the Dubai authorities stemming from a situation that happened about a year ago. The trip, they said, is likely part of his efforts to smooth things over before a reported deadline or ultimatum. The source also mentioned that Floyd had some legitimate brand deals in Dubai he needed to handle after being called in for them.
I think it may be getting real.
Wow, that's crazy, man. And you would figure his big homie Al Heyman would rectify it.
Al's a powerhouse. Al's that dude. Al should be able to rectify anything. He's a Harvard lawyer. He's smart. He got PBC.
Correct.
According to the former employee, Floyd had promised officials in Dubai that he would stage a major boxing event there. They paid him with the hope of boosting the city's sports scene, much like what's been happening in Saudi Arabia. But after taking the money, Mayweather backed out, saying fighting there could damage his reputation. Unfortunately, that wasn't the only issue. The source revealed that Floyd had been involved in several financial dealings in Dubai, and his problems there run deep, so much so that it could take years to fully resolve. That's reportedly why he went back, partly to escape scrutiny in the US, and partly to try and fix his standing in Dubai, despite casinos being illegal there. The insider also claimed that Floyd found underground ways to gamble and ended up losing a lot of money, eventually racking up serious debt.
All the money in the world, I think they may not want it. Some different countries be wanting different things. Think about it. How many times have, we've been involved with something and we go, nah, man, we just throw some paper at it. And I'm talking back in the days when we were doing our little 1-2s.
Correct.
And nah, they don't want to drop the case. You'd be like, I'll put the money up for the lawyer. I'll put the money up for the bail. They don't want to drop.
Floyd Mayweather gambled so much in Dubai that he ended up spending more than he could afford. But, being Money Mayweather, he believed he could always get more money to play with. He expected to pay back what he owed, but instead, he left without settling the debt. The source made it clear, Floyd may seem free, but he's far from it. He's been doing everything he can to keep these issues quiet, but if the truth comes out, he's in serious trouble. The last time he had issues in Dubai, this same former employee was questioned about it and revealed some troubling details about Floyd's situation there. The source added, I haven't talked to Floyd in a while, but I'm still close with his right-hand man. I've known him for 25 years. I tried reaching out to see if he understood what was going on, but he never got back to me. When he did return, they probably didn't want to talk about it. But he said, look, they've got him over there. The issue is money, Floyd's got it, but he'd better hope they don't decide to take this to court.
Well, we really don't got no paper like that saved up.
Fact.
So even if he's making $100 million, if he's burning through $5, $6, $7 million a month, you still got taxes, you still got responsibilities. So I don't know nobody's bag, but me and you, we never count nobody's paper. So
not at all.
I hope he got 10 billion. And I hope he get out of his problem.
That's a fact, because you would figure he should be able to just cash him out, like whatever the tab is. He should be able to wire that.
I think he could do that with no problem.
The source claimed that Floyd owes money for a transaction that didn't go through, and the people he owes are now trying to get their money back. The situation in Dubai is much different than here. The rules are tougher, and they could take the issue to court, or handle it in other ways. It could have gotten very ugly for him, the source added. He was literally kidnapped. He didn't have his passport or anything, but he was staying in a luxury 6-star hotel and still living the usual Floyd Mayweather lifestyle. The insider went on to explain that these financial issues have been building for a while and suggested that Floyd may be heading back to Dubai now to try and settle everything once and for all.
He did. He made $1 billion plus. Floyd made a lot of money. And I don't really know Floyd's business, so I'm not going to speak on Floyd's business, but Floyd's very, very, as the world knows, he's money made, very flashy. Look, man, we both made some real money, but you start burning through, you make $2-3 million a year, you burning through $100,000 a month, you ain't really got that much money.
Shit, he probably spending way more than that.
No, I'm talking regular dudes, we say we made $3 million, we burning through $100,000 a month.